Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Star Wars The Mandalorian N-1 Starfighter Microfighter set. This is set number 75363. It has 88 pieces, and I paid $12 for this set. Now, this set retails for, I think, $16. Previous Microfighters, I think, were cheaper than that. I was not interested in buying this set at its full retail price. A store had a price match with their online price, so this was discounted already, even though it's relatively new. And I wasn't going to buy this set out of principle because of the price. I felt like it was, even though I did want to look at it, and I do like microfighters, and I saw it with the lowered price, which was more than 20% off, and I also got a couple extra percents off because some other promotional stuff, but it was $11.99 plus between 5 and 10 extra percent off. So at that price, it was much closer to where I would be comfortable with this. It still feels like $10 might even be a little, around good for this set in my opinion, but that's not where we're at. So once I saw it on sale, I was like, okay, I guess I'll bite the bullet and I will take a look at this. It remains to be seen whether or not I find it's good value at this lower price that I purchased it at, or if I still think it's bad value. So we will see, but either way, in this video, I will open this up, I will put this together, and then I'll share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so that is this Lego Star Wars The Mandalorian N-1 Starfighter Microfighter set. So it's about what I expected. And it's pretty good. I think normally I would really like this set. I like microfighters. I've been buying a couple retired microfighters from the from back in the day, and I also looked at some of my old sets from when I was a kid, which were like the mini builds or something instead of micro, and they were a little different, and I kind of like one of the things I like about lots of different sets is looking at the same kind of model at different scales. So whether it's looking at like the architecture Taj Mahal versus like the creator Taj Mahal versus like the one that came in the Wonders of the World or whatever, or it's looking at this like a microfighter version versus the full playscale version, or a playscale version versus of a Millennium Falcon, for example, versus the UCS version, or even looking at like the Speed Champion sets and their counterparts in the polybags. It's just something that I really liked to see what design choices are made, how things differ, how well something translates to different scales. And so normally I would be really interested in this, and normally I would think this is really good. When I bought the full playscale N-1 Starfighter, I was really apprehensive about the price, and it ended up being a lot bigger than I thought it would, and I ended up getting it for like 20% off, which felt a little better, but that one was like 400 and some pieces for like $60, and I was like, oh boy, I don't know. And then it actually was very substantial, and I kind of had to change my mind a little bit about that. Plus, I didn't pay the full retail price, but either way, so normally I would think this is pretty good, and as far as microfighters goes, there's a lot of this that I like. I think it is recognizable as the N-1 Starfighter, especially if you're familiar with it. It does have some interesting piece uses, pretty simple techniques, but it's nice. It's good for playing, which I like to see. This one does come with 2 minifigures, which normally we look at the minifigures right away, and I guess I spaced on that here, but it's just the Mandalorian and Grogu, which I've gotten several other sets. I don't know if this is the most efficient way to get them, but it might be the best. So we have the Mandalorian here, we got the helmet, we got the jetpack, we have the blaster there. This is a version of Mandalorian that appears in lots of different stuff, and I'll pop off all the accessories so we can see the face printing is a standard Mandalorian face printing, no alternate face. Torso was really, really good. Lots of shiny stuff, lots of detail. Does have printing on the arms, both arms, which is nice. Does have printing on the midsection, which is really detailed, and printing on the legs there. Here's the back. So it's a really good minifigure. It's just common. I've got it before. I don't think it warrants the price increase necessarily of this Microfighter set. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. Whether or not people value this at $5, I don't know. But it is a quality minifigure. It's just if this is kind of the reason why this set's more expensive, then I'm a little disappointed. And then, of course, we have Grogu. It's 2 pieces, softer head piece and the little body piece there. Again, this comes in many other sets. And so then we can take a look at the rest of this. So not too many features, functions, details here. We do have 2 stud shooters. They have these color, either yellow or green, translucent studs. So I have 2 loaded in here, 2 extras, and then 1 more in the extra pieces there. A lot of little pieces. It does have space for the characters to sit. Does have a lot of the hallmarks of the N-1. One of the things I liked about the N-1 is in the play scale was that it was asymmetrical, and it had some stuff that made it look like it was in repair or being repaired or in a little bit of disrepair or something like that, and had some issues. This one does not have that same thing, so this is symmetrical from right to left. So even the stuff back here where they could have made this subtly different with, a gray one over here versus whatever this is, yellow over there or something like that. And same for some stuff over here. They maybe could have done these with slightly different pieces to make it more reminiscent of that one. They did not, so that's okay. But I like this. Does it have like the blue translucent for the thrust here? Nice pointed stuff. The scale, as far as all the component parts, isn't perfect. Some of these things look a little bit bigger. They didn't shrink everything down at the same scale or the same ratio, but I like this. I like microfighters, and I like Star Wars, and so and I love looking at sets, the same model, the same kind of design of a thing at different scales. So normally this would be like a really good set in my opinion, but I'll show the extra pieces and then we can kind of talk about value here, which I've already sort of touched on. But extra pieces, all your 1x1s, your studs, your slopes, the blaster, minifigure, shooter, this kind of spire element here, all your different tiny pieces, which for a small set like this or Microfighter, there's a good amount, so good to get extras of those. Of course, we do have the pieces that are used for the stud shooters there, so you can have 2 loaded in and have 2 off to the side, and then there's 1 more that I usually count in the extra pieces. And this set is 88 pieces, Mandalorian minifigure and a Grogu figure or Baby Yoda. Retails for $16, and I paid $12. I think $10 would be great. $10 might even end up being a little bit more expensive. I'd be interesting to see what other people's thoughts are if they got this for retail, or what their thoughts on the price increases are, or what. For the Star Wars mechs, they were like $1 more than some of the previous like Marvel mechs had been, and I was a little bit hard on them for that. And the Marvel mechs you could get pretty reliably on sale, so even cheaper than the 15, but then the Star Wars went up to 16. This one went up to 16 for this, I believe, and it just felt like too much to me. I think 12 is, obviously better. It's closer to where it should be, in my opinion. I think 10 is kind of the sweet spot for these, whether they have a minifigure or not, depending on the quality of minifigure, I'm not sure. I think this minifigure is quite good. Grogu is fine, if common and stuff, but as far as the rest of what I have here, I don't feel great about this being $15 worth of Lego. Is $12 worth of Lego? It's closer. Like I say, it's closer. It's still not great. I think $10 is kind of right on the money. $12 would be more acceptable because then at $12 you might be able to get it on sale for something like closer to $10. At $16, I was pretty adamant about not buying this, even though I really wanted to take a look at it and I wanted to display it next to my other Playscale N-1 and everything else. But I was really holding it off. Decided to grab it at 12, and it's fine. Like I say, I do really enjoy these. There's some things that I maybe would have changed, but it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. I could see lots of people enjoying this. I just wish Lego wouldn't have priced it where they did. And now that, you know, they've kind of have things priced this way, I find it unlikely that they would ever go back down. That just doesn't seem like something that would happen. So the only real hope is that they go on sale. I was kind of hoping maybe this doesn't sell well at that price and they would reconsider. It seems very unlikely that if they release Microfighters in the future that they're going to be cheaper. I guess I don't know, so we'll have to see what happens. I do really like Microfighters. I like this one. I don't really like the price, and I mean, even the build, it probably could be better or different, but I like it well enough, so that's okay. And you know, as far as my price goes, it's so. I'm kind of mixed on it, so you know, glad to get it on sale, but still leaves me feeling a little disappointed for what it means for Lego and everything else. So pretty fun, pretty cool, good minifigure. Too high a price, and that's it for this video. So if you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like my other videos, click that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more Microfighters, retired ones, new ones, more Lego Star Wars, and then just tons of other Lego sets from all different themes, all different shapes, sizes, price points, and piece counts, different age ranges, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming Lego videos. And if you want to support this channel and support my videos here, because I'm not affiliated with any company, I'm not sponsored by anybody, I'm not part of the Lego Ambassador Network or anything right now. So if you want to show some support, you can do that right here through YouTube with memberships, supers, thanks, all that good stuff. And I still have the Patreon. It's in the video description on my channel page, patreon.com/sobricks. You can get access to all my videos early, get access to some exclusive stuff like videos, longer videos I do for some of the larger sets like the Rivendell set, and other stuff in the works for that. So every little bit helps, so thank you very much. And we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so thank you everybody who likes and comments and subscribes and views and all that wonderful stuff. I appreciate it very much. And with all that said, until next time, thanks, bye.